Hi everyone, welcome back to the Senior Nest. Today, I'm excited to share with you something that I wish I knew before I started decluttering my home. If you're like me, over 40, 50, or even 60, you might be staring down decades of accumulated stuff, and it can feel daunting to even think about where to begin. But don't worry, I've been there, and I've learned some valuable lessons along the way. In this video, I'm going to share my top 10 decluttering tips that will help you tackle your clutter with confidence and avoid the mistakes I made. So let's dive in. Tip 1. Your kids do not want your stuff. All right, fam, let's get real. We love our kids to bits, but here's the tea. They probably don't want that priceless stuff you've been hoarding for years. That vintage dining set, the fancy crystal lamp, your epic vinyl collection, they might give you a polite smile and say, Mom, it's cool, but no thanks. It's a wake-up call, but trust me, it's the push you need to declutter smart, especially if you're 50, 60, or beyond and craving a clean, stress-free home. Let me spill a story and show why this tip is pure gold. Story: Mom's sofa versus Michael's tiny apartment. Last year, I tried passing down Mom's legendary leather sofa to my son, Michael, 28, who just moved out. This sofa was the family icon, movie nights, holiday naps, you name it. I was like, Michael, this is premium stuff, perfect for your new place. He laughed and said, Mom, that thing's bigger than my entire living room. I'm into sleek, modern vibes now. I was shook, but it hit me. Michael cherishes the memories, not the sofa. It just didn't fit his life. That moment changed how I see my stuff. Why this matters? This tip isn't just about decluttering. It's about freeing your mind and reclaiming your space, especially for older adults. At 50 or 60, your home's likely packed with decades of treasures, each tied to memories. But holding onto stuff for the kids can weigh you down, making your home cluttered and your heart heavy. Realizing your kids don't want it lets you ease mental stress. Stop worrying about who'll take your stuff later. Create a safer home. Less clutter means easier movement, key for seniors. Spark family chats. Asking kids what they want opens fun, honest talks. Benefits that slap. Happier mind. Letting go lifts the burden of saving stuff, leaving you chill and focused on today. Safer space. Ditching bulky items like that sofa reduces trip hazards, perfect for older adults. More time. Less stuff to dust means more time for coffee runs or Netflix binges. Family vibes. Asking kids their thoughts builds stronger bonds and funny stories. Why it's a banger. Relatable AF. Who hasn't been shocked when their kid says nope to heirlooms? Michael's sofa saga is a laugh-out-loud moment seniors will get. Gen Z and senior-friendly. It bridges generations. Kids relate to wanting their own style. Seniors learn to let go. Perfect for our channel's young but wise vibe. Quick win, just text your kids, want grandma's lamp. Boom, instant clarity, deep yet fun, the humor, I was shook. Mixes with a heartfelt message, keeping viewers hooked. Ties to other tips. This tip kicks off your decluttering journey by smashing the biggest mental block. I'm keeping this for my kids. Once you're free, you're ready for tip 2, handling sentimental stuff, or tip 10, donating for joy. It's the key to a lighter mindset and home. How to do it. Ask directly, call or text your kids. Want this dining set? Their no is your green light to let go. List it. Jot down items you're saving for them. Check with them to sort keep versus toss. Donate smart. If they don't want it, give it to charities or shelters. Your stuff gets a new life. Bonus story, Aunt Linda's book bust. My Aunt Linda, 65, had a massive book collection she swore her grandkids would love. She asked her granddaughter, Sarah, 22, who said, Auntie, I read on my tablet now. Those books won't fit my dorm. Linda was bummed but donated them to a library. Now she brags, "My house feels like a resort and I'm living my best life." Proof that letting go sparks joy. Key lessons. Do assume kids love you, not your stuff. Ask them to save space and stress. Memories aren't things. You don't need a sofa to hold onto family love. Declutter for you. A tidy home boosts your health, mood, and freedom. So, fam, grab your phone and ask your kids what they actually want. You'll be amazed how light your home and heart feels. Tip 2. Sentimental items are the hardest. Yo, fam, let's talk about the stuff that really tugs at your heartstrings. Sentimental items. Those old photo albums, your kid's first drawing, or that quirky gift from Aunt Betty can feel impossible to let go. They're like emotional landmines in your decluttering journey, especially for our 50s, 60s crew wanting a tidy home. But here's the tea: you can honor memories without drowning in clutter. Let me share a story and unpack why this tip is a total vibe for seniors. Story: the baby blanket and Emily's eye roll. Last spring, I was digging through my attic and found a faded baby blanket my daughter, Emily, used as a toddler. It was soft, covered in tiny stars, and screamed memories of bedtime snuggles. I was ready to keep it forever, thinking, this is us. So I showed it to Emily, now 30, expecting her to melt. Instead, she rolled her eyes and said, "Mom, it's cute, but it smells like mothballs, and I've got no space for it." I was low-key crushed. But then I snapped a pic of it, donated the blanket, and added the photo to a digital memory book. Now I can visit those snuggles without tripping over boxes. Why this matters? Sentimental items are the hardest because they're tied to love, nostalgia, and identity. For older adults, these treasures, think wedding china or old letters, can pile up, making your home feel like a museum instead of a cozy haven. Learning to let go while keeping the memory is a game changer. It helps you lighten your load. Less stuff means less stress and more mental clarity. Make room for now, clear space for hobbies or grandkid visits, not dusty relics. Preserve memories smarter. Digital photos save space and last forever. Benefits that slap. Calmer mind, ditching sentimental clutter eases anxiety, giving seniors peace. Easier upkeep. Fewer items mean less dusting, perfect for low-energy days. More joy. Displaying one special item, like a framed photo, beats a cluttered shelf. Future-proof. A tidy home is simpler for you or family to manage later. Why it's a banger. Super relatable. Who hasn't clung to a kid's old toy or a family heirloom? Emily's eye roll is peak, been there, energy for seniors. Young and old vibes. Gen Z loves the digital photo hack, while seniors get the emotional struggle. Our channel's sweet spot. Funny yet deep. The mothball jab lands laughs but leads to a heartfelt lesson. Doable AF, snap a pic, donate done. It's an easy win for busy grandparents, ties to other tips. This tip builds on tip 1, kids don't want your stuff, by tackling the emotional side of decluttering. Once you're cool letting go of heirloom hopes, you're ready to face sentimental stuff here, then move to tip 3, slow and steady decluttering with a freer heart. How to do it. Pick favorites. Choose 1-2 sentimental items to keep, like a locket or a special mug. Photo it. Snap pics of the rest, artwork, clothes for a digital album. Donate with love. Give items to charities or friends who will cherish them. Display smart. Frame a photo or use one heirloom to spark joy daily. Bonus story. Uncle Joe's tacky trophy. My Uncle Joe, 70, had a dusty golf trophy from 1985 he couldn't part with. It was his glory days vibe. His son, Mark, 40, said, "Dad, it's hideous and my kids think it's haunted." Joe laughed, took a selfie with it, and donated it to a local club. Now he jokes, "My shelf's empty, but my heart's full." Letting go gave him space and a story to tell. Key lessons. Memories aren't stuff. A photo keeps the love without the clutter. Let go with purpose. Donating sentimental items spreads joy to others. Live lighter. A decluttered home boosts your mood and energy for today. So, fam, grab that old keepsake, snap a pic, and set it free. Your heart'll thank you and your home'll feel like a breeze. Tip 3. Decluttering isn't a sprint, it's a marathon. All right, fam, let's get one thing straight. Decluttering your home isn't a race you gotta finish by dinner. It's a long game, especially for our 50s, 60s crew aiming for a clean, organized space. Trying to tackle everything at once will leave you wiped out and cranky. The secret? Small, steady steps that add up big time. Here's a story to show why this tip is a lifesaver for seniors wanting a clutter-free vibe. Story. Grandma Ruth's kitchen drawer triumph. Last summer, my Grandma Ruth, 67, decided her kitchen was a hot mess. Drawers stuffed with old utensils, random lids, you name it. She thought she had to clear it all in one day. By noon, she was exhausted, surrounded by piles and ready to quit. I suggested, Grandma, just do one drawer for 5 minutes. She rolled her eyes but tried it. In 5 minutes, she tossed rusty spatulas and kept only her fave spoons. Next day, another drawer. By week's end, her kitchen felt brand new and she was beaming. I didn't even break a sweat, she said. Those mini-wins changed her whole decluttering game. Why this matters. Decluttering can feel overwhelming when you're staring down decades of stuff, especially for older adults with less energy or busy schedules. Treating it like a marathon means you pace yourself, avoid burnout, and actually enjoy the process. This approach helps you reduce stress by breaking tasks into bite-sized chunks. Fit decluttering into your life, even with doctor visits or grandkid time. Build momentum with small victories that keep you motivated. Benefits that rock. Less stress. Short sessions prevent overwhelm, keeping your mind calm. More energy. Small tasks save your strength for daily life, crucial for seniors. Visible progress. Each cleared spot, a shelf, a box, feels like a trophy. Flexible pace. Life gets busy. Pause and pick up later, no guilt. Why it's fire. Relatable struggle. Everyone's tried to do it all and crashed. Ruth's story hits home for seniors feeling the pressure. Young and old appeal. Gen Z loves quick hacks. Seniors love low-effort wins, perfect for our channel's vibe. Empowering vibe. The 5-minute trick feels doable, making viewers think, I got this. Practical magic. It's not just talk. Anyone can set a timer and start now. Ties to other tips. This tip flows from tip 2, handling sentimental stuff, by giving you a practical way to start small with emotional items. It sets you up for tip 4, embracing mistakes, by easing you into decluttering without fear of messing up, keeping the process chill. How to do it. Set a timer. Start with 5 minutes on one spot, a drawer, a shelf, a bag. Focus narrow, pick one small area, not a whole room, to avoid overload. Sort quick, keep, donate, or toss. Don't overthink, just decide. Repeat daily, do a few minutes each day, it'll stack up fast. Bonus story, Mr. Tom's closet comeback. My neighbor, Mr. Tom, 72, had a closet so packed he couldn't find his jackets. He'd avoid it, stressed out. I told him, just do one shelf for 5 minutes. He sorted old hats, donated half, and found his favorite cap from the 90s. Next week, another shelf. Now his closet's so tidy, he brags, I feel 10 years younger just opening it. That slow and steady vibe gave him control and pride. Key lessons. Go slow, small daily steps beat a frantic all-day purge. Celebrate wins. Every cleared spot is progress, boosting your mood. Keep it chill. Decluttering should fit your life, not stress you out. So, fam, grab a timer, pick a tiny corner, and start your marathon. Your home's gonna feel lighter and you'll be strutting like a champ. Tip 4. It's okay to make mistakes. Listen up, fam. Decluttering can feel like walking a tightrope, especially for our 50s, 60s squad trying to keep the house neat and stress-free. You're scared you'll toss something and regret it later. Spoiler, you might, and that's totally fine. Mistakes happen, and they won't ruin your life. This tip is your permission slip to let go without fear, perfect for seniors craving a clutter-free home. Here's a story to prove it's all good. Story: Sarah's sweater slip-up. Last fall, my Aunt Sarah, 62, was decluttering her overstuffed wardrobe. She found a cozy green sweater she hadn't worn in years and thought, "This is just taking up space." So she donated it. A month later, chilly weather hit, and she thought, "Man, that sweater would have been perfect." She felt a pang of regret, but instead of sulking, she checked a thrift store and found a similar one for $10. She laughed, "I'm over it, and my closet's still tidy." That hiccup taught her it's okay to mess up. Most stuff is replaceable, and the freedom of a clear space is worth it. Why this matters? Decluttering is scary when you're worried about, "What if I need this later?" Especially for older adults with decades of belongings. Accepting mistakes as part of the process takes the pressure off, letting you declutter confidently. It helps you overcome fear of regret, making decisions easier. Keep momentum instead of stalling over every item. Focus on the big win, a simpler, cleaner home. Benefits that shine. Less anxiety. Knowing mistakes aren't the end of the world calms your nerves. Faster progress, you'll declutter quicker without second-guessing every move. More freedom, a lighter home boosts mobility and mood for seniors. Budget-friendly fixes, regret something. Thrift stores or online markets got you. Why it's a hit. Relatable vibe, who hasn't ditched something and had a whoops moment. Sarah's story feels like your own. Young and old connect. Gen Z loves the thrift store hack. Seniors get the fear of regret, our channel's perfect mix. Uplifting twist. The "it's okay" message turns fear into confidence, keeping viewers hooked. Easy action. One simple trick below makes this tip a no-brainer to try. Ties to other tips. This tip builds on tip 3, slow and steady, by giving you the courage to make choices in those small sessions. It preps you for tip 5, ditching guilt, by normalizing slip-ups so you can let go of emotional baggage too. How to do it. Use a maybe box, unsure about an item. Put it in a box, hide it for 3 months, then check if you missed it. Decide quick, sort items, keep, donate, toss in 5 seconds to avoid overthinking. Shop secondhand, regret tossing something. Hit thrift stores or online markets for cheap replacements. Forgive yourself. If you miss an item, shrug it off. Your tidy home is the real prize. Bonus story: Mr. Lee's lamp letdown. My neighbor, Mr. Lee, 68, donated a funky old lamp he thought was outdated. Weeks later, he missed its quirky charm. He felt silly but checked a local flea market and snagged a similar one for a steal. Now he says, "My house is cleaner and I'm a bargain-hunting pro." That mistake didn't stop him, it made him bolder in decluttering. Key lessons. Mistakes are normal. You might regret a toss, but it's not a big deal. Stuff is replaceable. Most items can be found again, often cheaper. Focus on freedom. A decluttered home is worth a few whoops moments. So fam, grab that maybe box and start sorting. Screw up. Laugh it off, your clean, cozy home is calling. Tip 5, don't let guilt dictate your decisions. Yo fam, let's talk about the sneaky villain of decluttering. Guilt. It creeps in when you're eyeing that pricey gadget you never used or that gift from Cousin Jane you secretly hate. For our 50s, 60s crew aiming for a clean, stress-free home, guilt can glue you to stuff you don't need. But here's the deal. You don't owe those items a spot in your life. This tip is your ticket to ditching guilt and owning your space, senior style. Check this story to see why it's a game changer. Story: Maggie's Blender Blunder. My friend Maggie, 64, had a shiny blender she bought years ago, dreaming of smoothie mornings. Cost a fortune, but she used it twice. Turns out she prefers coffee. Every time she saw it in the cupboard, she felt a stab of guilt. I wasted so much money. It sat there mocking her. Finally, she donated it to a community center where a cooking class snapped it up. Maggie said, "I feel like I lost 10 pounds of stress." That blender wasn't her vibe, and letting it go freed her from guilt's grip. Why this matters? Guilt over money spent or gifts received makes decluttering a chore, especially for older adults with years of accumulated stuff. Kicking guilt to the curb lets you focus on what sparks joy, not obligation. It helps you clear mental clutter, not just physical stuff. Make bold choices for a home that fits your life now. Reclaim space for things you actually love or need. Benefits that pop. Lighter mind. Dropping guilt lifts stress, key for senior mental health. Cleaner home. Less junk means easier upkeep, saving energy. More confidence, you decide what stays, not old regrets. Spreads joy. Donated items find new homes, boosting your mood. Why it's a winner. Hits home, everyone's kept something out of guilt. Maggie's blender is your story too. Young and old vibes. Gen Z digs the live your truth angle. Seniors feel the guilt trap, our channel's sweet spot. Freeing feels, the shift from I should keep it to I'm letting go is pure relief. Simple start. One guilt-free donation kicks off a decluttering spree. Ties to other tips. This tip builds on tip 4, mistakes are okay. By tackling the guilt that fuels fear of letting go. It sets you up for tip 6, selling stuff, by clearing emotional blocks, making it easier to part with items for cash. How to do it. Spot guilt, ask, am I keeping this because I feel bad letting it go? Reframe it. The money's spent, keeping it won't undo that. Donate fast, give guilt items to charities or neighbors who will love them. Celebrate freedom, each release is a win for your happy, tidy home. Bonus story. Uncle Ray's gifted vase. My Uncle Ray, 70, held onto an ugly vase his sister gifted him, feeling bad about tossing it. It clashed with everything. He finally gave it to a local shelter, where it became a centerpiece for their dining room. Ray grinned, no more guilt and my shelf looks fly. That move cleared his space and his conscience. Key lessons. Guilt isn't boss, you control what stays, not old obligations. Let go, lift up. Donating turns guilt into joy for you and others. Live for now, a clutter-free home beats a guilt-filled one any day. So fam, find that one guilt-tripping item and set it free. Your home and your heart will thank you big time. Tip 6, selling can be surprisingly rewarding. Hey fam, let's turn decluttering into a win-win for our 50s, 60s crew chasing a clean, organized home. If tossing stuff feels like a loss, try selling it. Not only do you clear space, but you also pocket some cash and feel like a boss. This tip is gold for seniors who want a tidy place with a side of reward. Here's a story to show why selling is a total vibe. Story. Eleanor's coffee table cash-in. My neighbor Eleanor, 66, had an old oak coffee table hogging her garage for years. She didn't love it anymore, but hated just giving it away. On a whim, she listed it on Facebook Marketplace for $50. Within hours, a young couple snagged it, thrilled for their new apartment. Eleanor was stoked, not just for the cash, but because her table found a happy home. I cleared my garage and made grocery money, she said. That sale sparked a decluttering spree, and now her house feels open and fresh. Why this matters? Decluttering can feel like you're losing something, especially for older adults with sentimental or valuable items. Selling turns that loss into a gain, making it easier to let go. It helps you free up space without the sting of wasting good stuff. Boost your mood with a sense of achievement and extra cash. Ensure items go to folks who really want them, not a landfill. Benefits that shine. More space. Clear out bulky items for a roomier, safer home, great for seniors. Extra cash, even small sales add up for treats or bills, lifting spirits. Feel good vibes, knowing your stuff is loved elsewhere is a mood boost. Easy decluttering. Selling motivates you to keep going, one item at a time. Why it's a hit. Relatable win, who doesn't love a quick buck? Eleanor's story screams, I can do that. Young and old appeal. Gen Z loves online markets, seniors love the reward, our channel's perfect blend. Empowering rush, turning clutter into cash feels like a superpower. Low effort, list one item, see results fast, and keep the momentum. Ties to other tips. This tip builds on tip 5, ditching guilt, by giving you a practical way to let go of guilt-laden items for profit. It leads to tip 7, avoid buying organizers first, by funding smart storage with your earnings, keeping decluttering smooth. How to do it. Pick easy sells, start with furniture, electronics, or clothes in good shape. List online, use Facebook Marketplace, eBay, or Craigslist with clear pics and prices. Price fair. Check similar items to set a deal that moves fast. Meet safely. Arrange pickups in public spots or with a buddy for peace of mind. Bonus story, Mr. Carl's guitar glory. My Uncle Carl, 69, had a guitar he hadn't played since the 80s. He sold it online for $100 to a teen starting a band. Carl was thrilled. My garage is clear, and that kid's living my old rock star dreams. The cash bought him a new coffee maker, and he's now selling old tools, loving the decluttered life. Key lessons. Sell, don't stress. Turn clutter into cash to ease the pain of letting go. Reward yourself. Use earnings for something you love, not more stuff. Pass it on. Your items get new life, and your home gets a fresh start. So fam, dig out that old chair or lamp, snap a pic and list it. You'll clear space, make bank, and strut like a decluttering rock star. Tip 7, don't buy organizational tools first. Hey fam, let's hit pause on those cute storage bins for a sec. For our 50s, 60s crew aiming for a clean, clutter-free home, it's tempting to grab fancy organizers before decluttering. Big mistake. Buying tools first just adds more stuff to your chaos. This tip is a must for seniors wanting a tidy space without wasting cash. Here's a story to show why it's a total game changer. Story, Dorothy's basket bust. My Aunt Dorothy, 61, got hyped to organize her pantry and bought a dozen sleek wicker baskets, thinking they'd fix everything. Problem, she hadn't decluttered yet. Those baskets sat unused, taking up space while her pantry stayed a mess. Old cans, expired spices, the works. Frustrated, she finally sorted first, tossed what she didn't need, and only then used a few baskets for what was left. My pantry's a dream now and I saved money, she said. Decluttering first made all the difference. Why this matters. Jumping to buy organizers before decluttering is like buying shoes before knowing your size. It's a waste. For older adults, sorting first ensures you only keep what you need, making your home easier to manage. This approach helps you save cash by buying only what fits your actual stuff. Avoid adding clutter with unused bins or shelves. Create a tailored, functional space that works for you. Benefits that rock. Budget win, spend less by buying only what you need post-declutter. Less clutter, no extra organizers piling up, keeping your home clear. Easier upkeep. A streamlined space is simpler to maintain, ideal for seniors. Pride boost, A perfectly organized area feels like a personal victory. Why it's a banger. Relatable flop. Who hasn't bought cute storage and regretted it? Dorothy's story is a yep, me too moment. Young and old vibe, Gen Z loves efficiency hacks, seniors love saving cash, our channel's sweet spot. Smart twist, flipping the organize first, mindset feels fresh and doable. Instant action, sort one area then shop. It's a practical win anyone can try. Ties to other tips. This tip builds on tip 6, selling stuff. By using sale cash wisely for storage after decluttering. It sets up tip 8, bigger feeling home, by ensuring your space stays clear and functional, not stuffed with extra bins. How to do it. Sort first, clear one area closet drawer by keeping, donating, or tossing. Assess needs. Check what's left to see what storage you actually need. Buy smart, get bins or shelves that fit your space and items perfectly. Reward later, treat yourself to organizers as a decluttering prize. Bonus story, Mr. Frank's garage fumble. My neighbor, Mr. Frank, 73, bought pricey shelving units to organize his garage, but it was packed with junk, old tools, broken chairs. The shelves just collected dust. He finally decluttered, sold half the stuff, and used one shelf for his keepers. My garage is my man cave now, he bragged. Waiting to buy saved him hassle and cash. Key lessons. Declutter before you buy. Sort first to know what storage you need. Save space and money. Avoid piling up unused organizers. Build your dream space. A tidy, tailored home is the real goal. So, fam, resist those shiny bins and declutter first. Your wallet and your clean, cozy home will thank you big time. Tip 8. Your home is going to feel bigger. Hey, fam, here's a decluttering truth bomb for our 50s. 60s crew chasing a clean, stress-free home. Clearing clutter makes your place feel way bigger, no renovation needed. For seniors wanting a tidy, open space, this tip is magic. It transforms how your home looks and feels. Check out this story to see why it's a total vibe. Story, Clara's bedroom glow-up. My friend Clara, 68, had a bedroom crammed with old magazines, extra pillows, and clothes she hadn't worn in years. She could barely move without bumping into something. One weekend, she decluttered, donated the magazines, kept only her favorite linens, and sorted her wardrobe. Suddenly, her room felt like a boutique hotel. I can actually see my floor, and it's like I doubled my space. She said she now loves relaxing there and getting dressed is a breeze. That clear-out made her home feel huge and serene. Why this matters. Clutter makes even big homes feel tight, especially for older adults who need safe, open spaces. Decluttering removes the visual and physical chaos, giving your home a spacious, airy vibe. It helps you navigate easier, reducing trip risks key for seniors. Find stuff faster, cutting daily stress and hassle. Enjoy your home as a calm, functional sanctuary, not a storage unit. Benefits that pop. Safer movement. Open spaces mean fewer falls, boosting senior safety. Less stress. A clear home calms your mind, lifting your mood. Easy access. Finding things quickly saves time and energy. Pure joy. A bigger home feels like a fresh start, no moving required. Why it's a winner. Relatable struggle. Clara's cramped room is everyone's I can't deal moment. Young and old appeal. Gen Z loves minimalist vibes, seniors crave ease, our channel's perfect mix. Instant wow, one cleared area delivers a new home feeling fast. No cost. You don't need cash, just a trash bag and some time. Ties to other tips. This tip builds on tip 7, don't buy organizers first. By showing how decluttering alone creates space, no bins needed. It leads to tip 9, memories aren't in things, by proving a lighter home enhances your life, making it easier to let go of sentimental stuff. How to do it. Pick one spot, start small. A nightstand, a corner, a shelf. Clear ruthlessly, keep only essentials, donate or toss the rest. Organize simply, arrange what's left neatly, no fancy tools. Step back, admire the bigger space and soak in the calm. Bonus story, Mr. Henry's living room lift. My Uncle Henry, 71, had a living room stuffed with old books and knickknacks, making it feel like a maze. He decluttered one shelf at a time, donating most of it. Now he says, "My room feels like a ballroom. I can dance in here." The open space makes hosting grandkids easier, and he's never been happier chilling at home. Key lessons. Clutter shrinks your space. Clear it to expand your home instantly. Open home, open mind. Less stuff equals more calm and safety. Start small, win big. One clear spot transforms how you live. So fam, pick a cluttered corner and declutter it. Your home's gonna feel like a mansion, and you'll be living your best, breezy life. Tip 9. Memories aren't in the things. Hey fam, let's get deep for our 50s. 60s crew craving a clean, peaceful home. Those keepsakes you're clinging to? The memories they hold aren't trapped in them. For seniors aiming to declutter without losing the past, this tip is a heart lifter, showing you can let go and still keep the love. Here's a story to prove it's a total gem. Story, Leela's Locket Liberation. My Aunt Leela, 65, had a box of her late mom's jewelry, including a scratched-up locket she couldn't part with. It reminded her of childhood hugs, but it just sat in a drawer, stressing her out. One day, she took a photo of it, wrote down the memory in a journal, and donated the locket to a charity auction. Now she flips through her journal to relive those moments, no clutter needed. "My heart's full and my bedroom's clear," she said. That shift made her home and mind feel lighter. Why this matters? Sentimental items feel like memory anchors, especially for older adults with decades of treasures. But holding onto every trinket crowds your space and weighs you down. Realizing memories live in your heart, not stuff, frees you to declutter. It helps you clear physical and emotional clutter for a calmer life. Preserve memories in smarter, space-saving ways. Make your home a joyful place, not a storage vault. Benefits that shine. Mental peace, letting go eases stress, boosting senior well-being. Tidy home, fewer keepsakes mean a cleaner, easier to manage space. Lasting memories. Photos or journals keep stories alive without mess. More room, space for hobbies or grandkid visits, not old boxes. Why it's a hit. Relatable heart. Leela's locket struggle is every senior's "I can't let go" moment. Young and old vibe. Gen Z loves digital hacks. Seniors cherish memories, our channel's sweet spot. Emotional win. Trading stuff for stories feels freeing and meaningful. Easy start. One photo or note makes letting go feel safe and doable. Ties to other tips. This tip builds on tip 8, bigger feeling home, by showing how ditching sentimental stuff amplifies that spacious vibe. It leads to tip 10, decluttering brings joy by prepping you to share items with others, knowing memories stay with you. How to do it. Choose special items. Pick 1-2 keepsakes to display like a photo frame. Capture memories. Take photos or write stories in a notebook or app. Donate or gift. Pass items to charities or family who will value them. Revisit often. Flip through your digital album or journal to smile. Bonus story, Mr. Sam's trophy trade. My neighbor, Mr. Sam, 72, kept his old bowling trophies, thinking they held his glory days. His daughter, Kate, suggested snapping pics and donating them. He did, creating a digital slideshow. Now he shares it with grandkids, no dusty shelves. "My memories are sharper and my den's spotless," he said. Letting go gave him space and stories, key lessons. Memories live inside. You don't need stuff to hold onto love. Save smarter, photos or notes keep memories without clutter. Free your space. A clear home lifts your mood and life. So, fam, snap a pic of that old keepsake and let it go. Your memories stay and your home becomes a chill, happy haven. Tip 10. Decluttering can bring joy to others. Hey fam, here's the final gem for our 50s. 60s crew chasing a clean, happy home. Decluttering isn't just about you, it's a chance to spread joy to others. For seniors wanting a tidy space with purpose, donating your stuff can light up someone else's world. This tip is a feel-good win, making your home and heart lighter. Check this story to see why it's pure magic. Story: Edna's coat giveaway glow. My friend Edna, 70, had a closet full of coats she hadn't worn in years. Some barely used, just taking up space. Last winter, she donated them to a local shelter helping families in need. A week later, the shelter coordinator shared that a single mom cried with gratitude, wearing one of Edna's coats to stay warm. Edna was over the moon. My closet's clear and I made someone's day. That donation turned her decluttering into a ripple of kindness and her home feels open and serene. Why this matters? Decluttering can feel like a chore, but giving your stuff to those who need it transforms it into an act of generosity, especially for older adults. Your old treasures, clothes, furniture, books, can find new life, making your home tidier and your community stronger. It helps you clear space without guilt, knowing items are valued elsewhere. Boost your mood with the joy of helping others. Simplify your life, creating a manageable, senior-friendly home. Benefits that pop. Lighter home, donating clears clutter, making your space safer and easier to navigate. Happier heart. Knowing you helped someone feels better than any keepsake. Community win. Your stuff supports local causes, building connection. Less stress. A decluttered home saves energy for what you love, like family time. Why it's a banger. A heartfelt hooky. Edna's coat story tugs at the heart. Everyone wants to make a difference. Young and old vibe, Gen Z loves giving back, seniors love purpose, our channel's perfect blend. Uplifting payoff. Turning clutter into kindness is a mood lifter that keeps viewers engaged. Easy action. One donation drop-off sparks joy for you and others. Ties to other tips. This tip builds on tip 9, memories aren't in things. By showing how letting go of sentimental stuff can benefit others, not just you. It wraps up the decluttering journey by tying all tips into a meaningful, joyful act, leaving your home clean and your spirit high. How to do it? Find local needs. Check shelters, churches, or schools for donation wish lists. Sort for giving, pick gently used items, clothes, dishes, furniture that others can use. Drop off smart, call ahead to confirm what's needed and delivery times. Share the story, tell friends or family to inspire more giving. Bonus story, Mr. Paul's book Blessing. My Uncle Paul, 74, had stacks of old novels cluttering his study. He donated them to a community library, where kids now read them during story hour. Paul visited and saw a girl engrossed in one of his books. "My house is tidy and I'm a hero to those kids," he said. That gift cleared his space and warmed his heart. Key lessons. Give to gain. Donating declutters your home and lifts your soul. Stuff finds purpose. Your old treasures can change someone's life. Joy multiplies. A cleaner home and a happier community is the ultimate win. So fam, grab a box, fill it with stuff to donate, and spread some joy. Your home's gonna shine, and you'll feel like a rock star making the world brighter. So there you have it, my top 10 decluttering tips that I wish I knew before I started. Remember, decluttering is not just about clearing out space. It's about creating a home that feels lighter, more functional, and full of joy. Start small, be kind to yourself, and don't be afraid to let go. If you're feeling inspired, check out my other videos for more tips on organizing and simplifying your life. And don't forget to subscribe to the Senior Nest for more content like this. Thanks for watching, and happy decluttering.